Hey family, this is Faith and Reality Podcast, and today we shall be talking about religion and
politics.
And I may have a friend of mine called
Haruna.
Yeah. So, Mr. Haruna, Brother Haruna, should I call you Mr. B?
Any you want.
Any I want. So, Mr. Haruna, but religious leaders bayimiridde batya according to the current state of Ugandan politics. What's your take?
What I see, not the political leaders, religious leaders, they have betrayed their followers. And what do I mean? Instead of ukwogera ku bintu ebiruma Uganda, they are busy chinganga doctor okudiagnosing symptoms instead of dealing with the cause.
Okay.
Katibo Basanga, we are praying for this disease. We are praying for them to have money. Well, of course, you have to understand that majority of people, especially in the Christian community, majority of people are singa mu kanisa. They are single obwavu. And pastors.
Why do you think so?
It's the truth.
And no, I'm not doubting, but why do you think bachali bavu?
Auntie, I'm getting to it. But the pastors, they know the main reason why I want to have. And they know the cause. They know it all goes back to the government. And instead of addressing the bigger picture, creating all these problems, they pretend as if they do not know. And you have to understand that religious leaders, they are very intelligent people. They understand what is going on.
True.
But they pretend as though they do not understand what is going on.
I wouldn't say they pretend. The reason being, what evidence do you have that they are pretending?
I'll give you an example.
Shoot.
And we were talking about this
That's
cameras. Walaba, why is sovereignty bill? It take somehow affecting money coming into Uganda. And you have to understand that pastors are saying that sende zaabwe ziva bweru ezijja zifacilitating their activities. Bwe bakyogerako ekyo, pastors ne bayita press conference, they address the thing. It's an oppressing thing. Kigenda beera kibi. Kwakwana kyali kya affecting their finances. Naye otunuulira ebizibu ebirala nga trade order gye bayisa okwonoona bizinesi z'abantu. Mu politics walaba nga bakubba abantu to the level of killing them, abductions ezigenda mu Uganda, ebyonna impunity, corruption ebigenda mu Uganda, amadagala okumisinga mu malwaliro. They don't address those issues. I think that they are the ones to address the issues.
No. Here's the thing. I wouldn't say they are the ones. If you say they are the ones, but gamba nabo basobola okwadressinga. Simateka nti they are the ones. You know why? Uganda is a democratic country, personally, I believe. Nti bwema ine dembe lyokwogera. Tegeza whatever yoyogera si musango si kibi. No. And if we say freedom, we have freedom of speech. Tegeza osobola okusalawo n'oyogera n'obutayogera, right? Ekitagufuula musango.
To whom much is given,
much is expected.
These pastors, they hold a bigger role. By your leadership, and you have to execute according. You do it when you feel like for them, they are holding that thing on their back.
They have the mantles,
By new burden, but they have to execute. But when I take away chombo, they have that mandate for executing.
Pakana. Reason being, if you say they have that mandate of executing, then what's the use of us? What's the use of us voting for political leaders? Katugezeba MPs. Mani abo bebalina mandate eyoku addressinga n'okufuna ebizibu by'abannansi okusinga oshegera.
Oli ku separating politics and religion. Ekitasoboka.
So you believe that politics and religion work hand in hand?
They are connected. Anything that affects, because banamata babera mu church, be bantu abali affected politically.
True.
They are the same people. Be kati go be differentiating at ekisoboka kinagamba nze nakola byange mu nsi Uganda your politics that is a stupid way of living.
No, it's not a stupid way of living. If we say we have the freedom in Uganda of doing whatever you want, okay, not whatever you want, but
you're misunderstanding freedom.
Anti-freedom comes through democracy, and by the law, Uganda is a democratic country.
Bro.
Wanji? No. Nsaba kunziramu basing on the legalities, the constitution. Nsaba kunziramu. Is Uganda a democratic country? Off books.
But freedom.
Yes, anti-freedom comes out from democracy.
Uganda we pretend to be a democratic country.
No.
Let's go mind democracy. What is democracy?
I don't know.
What is democracy?
Our governance of people by the people for the people.
It's all about all the evidence centered by people. People.
True.
But they are put into consideration.
Right, very right.
Uganda, go get a Muslim. Is it centered around people? Go get a Muslim.
Of course, while you're going to be going to mass. No. Chitufu wale vitu vingi vigenda maso nga they forgot about the people part. Bingi nnyo chitufu.
Thank you for addressing that.
Chitufu echo.
Andika chemba dengeza okugamba. Yoliga mambo wa pastors, they have the freedom of not addressing certain issues. Necho chiba chiraga hypocrisy. Kwa kwanga when you're doing something, you know gamba what would Jesus do?
True.
And Yesu tugeze kwa they are reflecting Jesus.
True.
On earth. Ati Yesu singa abaddewo.
Everyone ndi musajja mulokole, everyone reflects Jesus.
But someone is leading you to that path.
True then.
Also mambo you're the leader of the company. Nyaba togenda balika mbakole kibagala. That's and chindi chemadengambe cha people who say I do not care about politics. And the reason ratching and it's a stupid way of living. Pakubanga, politics affects you in any way. Taxes.
True.
Policies affecting. And I had many people say that politics I will live my own.
I'm one culprit.
You live in a
world. It's not that being quarter sibigenda nnyo.
Unless
being quarter of course until policies that's affecting amuna Uganda. I'm not fond that much of politics. Unless
ngogena bera mediocre munsi. Kwa kubanga any rich person look up bano ba rich person.
Personnels
but he involved in politics. But
you know why?
What is going on? Because it affects their businesses.
Thank you.
You're going to be mediocre.
No. Mediocre. Here's the thing. Me not engaging in politics can qualify me to be a mediocre, bro.
Bro, how can you live alone a children affecting you day-to-day life?
No.
Wabwanga, wachogamba I neglect that. Chibuli bana abantu bawansi baba affected.
Chitufu echo.
Income yabwe nanibira designated. Nibiranga tibacha ina je bajja kya kulya. Ulya ogamba mbu
chitufu katika nkubuza kinene ekintu. Do you love the old Kampala compared to the newer Kampala? Kampala ya leero.
Kachikogeza ko isa.
Chengeza ko tegeeza nti sabanziremu ebine ebibuuzo.
Ati olina okutala context.
Okay, context is nti abantu babeera ku nguudo ba vendors babasuubira okuba nga bali designated to vend from somewhere, right? So Kampala ya leero ne ya previously. What would you prefer?
Kati it's a tricky question. One is ogamba kati preferring the no gamba but the government has done something.
Someone zito kunziremu before pay further explanation. What do you prefer?
I would
prefer this one, right? And change, here's the thing. There's something we should learn about change. Change, whenever change happens, there are those that are affected positively and those that are affected negatively. And it's inevitable. Change can never come to please everyone. Do you agree?
I agree. Ati ungamba mbu fund development nga joli ogerako. That you're not putting the people into consideration. Kwa kujukira Uganda ejudde above banji. Abantu abasinga they cannot afford to pay the rent yebe bizimbe mu kibuga. Abantu abasinga bali uneducated bazalanga balina abana banji. They are trying to take care of their kids. Katugebe now what to be put into consideration. How you mean you are not a great leader? A great leader are putting all those things into consideration and anakola decision. Very true. Nae, as I've told you, bro, change
ebako ne begenda okukosa positively and negatively. Naye, yes, personally, I would say I believe in change. I believe in newness. Kampala is now newer. Personally, let me first finish. Kampala kati nungi nti eri spacious. Naye kituufu sigenda kulekera okugamba nti yes, babikoze bino naye era kituufu waliwo bibanyigiriza. Kati baba designatingidde before mwe bagenda ku vendingira. Yes, babidi gyebiri ebifo gyebina nga tebimala.
Do you support how they handled the whole situation?
Of course, I don't support brutality, bro.
No, I mean how they. Do you support how they handled the whole situation?
Okay, kankubuuze, since you're into politics, don't you think about Baba Wone? Do you think it was out of the blue?
Bro.
Hey, don't you think it was noticed before?
Malik, newenzia nkuwoninga. Nkugamba mbu. By next year watokoze gambe mukadde 10. Kino nakyo kirina kutuwako. Ninga nawe omanyi bulungi mukadde 10 tosobola kukola. Kati these people bebawoninga. Omanyi bulungi niba bantu emyaka 2 with the current prevailing circumstances. Teri kyali
na kuwaki by working hard bikyuke bongabo conditions bawadde.
Bro,
why would you say teri kyali kyuse? I believe they want them, right?
The question is tricky. Don't pretend as though you do not live in Uganda.
I do live in Uganda.
You know the prevailing circumstances.
Yes, I know Uganda. Takasente circulation katono kaizo kwa katono circulation. Naye I do believe Baba warning, and I don't think it was short notice warning.
What warning? Kwa kwanga ne obo kolengezo bagamba you need
October or November. So if you fail, whose problem will it be?
It is your fault. But in comparing, the prevailing circumstances, because you have to understand abantu bali broke.
True.
They lack skills so bayamba okufuna sente. The only way they can survive kutunda small things at all, small things sente zabafuna. If you understand how money works, mbusente woziyingiza so as saving of savings. Wabira necessities so you spending them, you have to pay for your school fees, you know kulia, kachinga the saving ka. That means the general providing a solution. They pay taxes. And the role of the government is to look for solutions, not just creating markets, or designating the cheap such things. And change, it's somehow brutal to the people.
Okay. But I said still, I wasn't happy with the way they handled the issue. I believe it wasn't a short notice communication. I believe we might be younger. They want them kuwachisanga chiwedde. Okay, out of there. I believe there was a warning in advance. Tibanaya abantu gena bavendors muve ku ngudo. Okay, it's not that I coincide with government. It's not that I support how government treated the whole scenario. Kati awo kituufu ebifo gye biri beba spaces gye ziri markets gye ziri za government yakola naye still tezimala kituufu tezimala
kati omuntu omugamba mbu ova wano bino banga kati kanko example waliwo abantu abamu babadde mu swamps oba okumala ng'emyaka wowe nawuli abamu bamaze emyaka 5 basinga ne Museveni emyaka gy'abadde ku ntebe okumala mu swamps mu bifo bibaba omuntu bwatyo bw'ojja n'oyonoona ennyumba ye n'otomuwa where to go next. Whatever umuntu yali ayagala okwetta.
With a kid.
Kwanga alalira ddala. China wa. Those are the people abantu we batuli. Abayino bira represented.
So you mean government does that without compensating? Omuntu wani land title eri mmanya ngeraga nti kale this part of the swamp.
And you cannot be with a land title nga bya swamps. Na you have to put into consideration bana abantu batona bajja okitege.
You're right, bro. You're right. How would you want religious leaders to behave towards certain policies?
Religious leader, and I know, Amanye Chokola, as I believe, Amanye Chokola, but they do it intentionally to keep away from certain things. Kwa kwanga bayamba repercussions so kujirako. kwa baimanyi when you talk about
certain things, you can be sanctioned.
How you know better ku bad terms with the government, and you better ku bad terms with the government omanyi ebidirira, you're not supported. Ate government ekintu kyewandiyagadde okwewalana nakyo, oli political manya ng'oli religious leader, but okitegeera. So they neglect their sheep or followers for the sake of being in good terms with the government. I think
I don't think they neglect. No. They play. No encouraging up Sunday.
Give me an example.
I don't think they neglect.
Bro.
Do you walk church to church, with someone every Sunday?
Bro.
Trust me, they encourage. Encouraging also is something that
let us be realistic. Just you're treating the symptom without treating the cause. Well, nobody encouraging that one day you will be rich. Be cheap, pray, but you know what is causing the problems. Everybody talk about cancer. Cause abantu bagenda yonko kwa kwanga bibasinga okwagala okusala. Bagenda ennaku nnyingi.
Okay.
They are looking for hope.
The other thing is, do you think we have a religious
council?
A religious council that represents religious communities,
and it's a useless one.
Why would you say it's a useless one? Out your points.
I don't want to give you an example when Arabambu bali useless. Kwalwe bali expected to do something very important. At Tugeze one bali whatever this scenario ba attacking the Bobby Wine mchala we ne bagendayo. And instead of talking about useful things, badam kogera bintu bidala mukumedde. So
that's useful.
And also
if they used to encourage their congregation into one night, then that's not useless.
Were you in Uganda to get Olonda?
Bro, I've been in Uganda.
Do you support the shutting down of internet?
Personally.
Do you support the brutality towards the
Of course, no one, bro. I'm not an animal to support such.
That is what is expected to be said by religious leaders. They will not to condemn such activities. Native Papa will be condemning that. They don't condemn this.
I believe they do. It's just that it might not be public. I believe they do right. They do send. Kanzite amabaluwa into government nga they addressing bintu ebinyigiriza I believe they do. Then what's their use? Okay, why would you send they're useless? Give me a point that backs up you.
And I'm telling you, the reason why they are useless is because they do not attend to the real problems. They don't do it publicly. It's a press. It's not that press is the only way to go for you to qualify okubango oyimire dembe ly'abantu. Kale gankubuuze. We balese sovereignty bill. Lwaki bayita press awo?
Lwaki bayita press?
Ne bagala okulagira ddala mbu this thing is oppressing us. Lwaki awo bayita press? Nze kakukamuko reason kwoezo but the reason why they press, they were attacking their finances. Bali bakutte mu kinusu. Kitegere kinusu. Kati awo ne bagamba kisuse nafe kitandise okutuulya. Awo ne bapanikinga speed. Naye waliwo saying nze ngumya. Sigimanyi bulungi naye bagamba mbu when they came for the Jew, what you saying? I was too silent and I did nothing. They came for this one and I was too silent and I did nothing until they came for me. And no one was there to defend me. But they think mbubali nyigiza mtu wansi. But slowly by slowly, nowadays you know the current situation. Niba tebikyaliiko mbu muntu wa wansi atalina linnya. Alina erinnya bamulya zinena. Kikyaliiko mbu gwoli.
Man, I know. Uganda etambulira ku speed weight.
Yeah, and it makes me somehow think that even the people do not care about what is going on. And kiruma mbu abantu benyini bibagezaako kati tugeze even you say Uganda is democratic.
Yes.
At Uganda there is free will.
Yes.
And
Democracy, freedom comprises freedom comes out of democracy, right? Ekyageza omusumba watava n'agamba nti banaye abantu temubagoba ku nguudo publicly.
That is not democracy, bro.
No, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. Nti omusumba watava n'agamba nti abantu banaye temubagoba ku nguudo publicly n'atakyogera teguba musango si sin, right? Lwansonga nti alina eddembe ly'okwogera n'obutwogera. Thank you so much for tuning into Faith and Reality with my guest today called Haruna Kutesa, and he has a YouTube channel, right? Say something about your channel, bro.
I'm starting a YouTube channel.
You already started, right?
Ati katina sinaji promoting anyonga initaga. The reason why najitandise, I saw that a lot of Uganda creators, but they fear talking about certain topics. Kwa kwanga, you ask someone on camera this and this, na inga achochogira kati for me, I want to okugera kwezo topics ezili forbidden to talk about. Chovana tanse YouTube channel yange. Sajitansembo because I want to be another content creator. Najitansembo kwa kubanga njagala kujja mazima abantu abasinga gebacho okwogera. And even if it throws me into trouble,
tutya kufanga ochali. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. Have a blessed week. Peace.